Hi, welcome back to my channel. Here we go. It is the next prompt in the Seasons of the Witch workbook, and this is the hashtag SOTW 2024. The digital journal that you see here is one that I'm using, and this was created for my prompts by the wonderful Amethyst Ascension. And if you go to her Ko-fi page or my Ko-fi page, you can download it for free from either of us, or you may make a donation if you wish. A lot of work has gone into this by Amethyst, I would like to say, to create it, and also the generosity of allowing everyone to take it for free as well, I think is amazing. So bear in mind that she's also paid for the images that we've used. So the Seasons of the Witch prompts have been created by me. I created them last year, and this is an extension to that, and an adjustment and some additional spreads that have been put in to expand it into a much bigger thing than it needed to be already, to keep us busy throughout the season. So we have done Front Door Magpie, and we're now on to, we've done Woodshed as well. Sorry, let me just go and check. Yep, Woodshed has been done. So we're now on to the Useful Broom. So the journal prompt here is the best way to clear this old wood forever, or dead wood, what's lying around, what's lingering, basically, the energy you need to get rid of in order to move forwards to the next season. So I was playing around just before I came on to start videoing. I have this deck here, which is another one of those Amazon decks, so Shadowwork Oracle cards. It's a beautiful deck, and that's the manufacturer there at the bottom. Everything you need is on the card. Yes, the English probably isn't always the best, because English isn't the creator's first language, possibly. But these are lovely silhouette. Now, there's a silhouette tarot that I would just love to own, but I don't have it yet. And this reminded me of them. So this card popped out while I was just shuffling the deck. And I did have in my mind while I was shuffling, I wonder what sort of energies are around, or I wonder if I could use this deck to tell me what energy it is I'm cleansing from the space at the moment. And then that could lead me to figure out what I want to use materials-wise. However, I'm not the unknown. So I'm unknown until the point that I go to make said items, is what I'm thinking. So this is the card that came out while I was shuffling. So Surrender, Curiosity, and Faith. So I need to release the unknown, I suppose, the want to know the unknown, the need to know the unknown, the curiosity killed the cat type thing. I need to release that part of me and go with the flow and allow things to flow. And on the bottom of the deck, quite curiously, I have Inner Balance. And what you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Wholeness and duality. That's actually quite true right now. There are some very, very weird feelings around me. And I'm just seeing this out the corner of my eye about anger. I was talking to a friend online yesterday, and both of us have been feeling this very weird litmus paper, inner fire, like sparky energy, quick to react, and not always in the best way possible, but an unusual, for me, it was something that I haven't done for maybe 15 years. I haven't reacted so fast to things in 15 years. I haven't been quite so reactive. I don't know why, it just suddenly happened overnight. And I wouldn't say that I was particularly carrying pent up stuff either. So this is really interesting to see coming through here. So I do need to definitely inner balance. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I have the unknown. I was just wondering to get rid of said unknown and bring the inner balance. Let's see what Millie has to say about doing this. Because as you know, I like to use cards. Now this can just be a set journal exercise for you, and you may choose to use the items from the Woodshed with regards to the shadow spread and the advice from spirit or guide. You may choose to focus on that and bring that forwards down here and work through with it. But I'm choosing to use this as another opportunity for another set of cards, of course. So we have the unknown, and now we're just kind of curious to see what Mildred has to say, to be perfectly honest with you. I took her away with me the other week, and she seemed to be quite chatty, so I was like, all right. And she's on the side. And as I've lost my recording space, it saves me wandering around grabbing other decks. Okay, so we have a stick. We're going to beat it out. We have the sun. We have the eye. Okay. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. There's a boy on the bottom of the deck, but I don't feel like I want the bottom of the deck today. So, I don't actually know what this all means off the top of my head. Like intuitively, I feel like we're talking with a stick. It feels like we could be talking about growth, or it could be removing a splinter. The sun, to me, is usually positive, although we have a frowny sun. And the eye is always being aware of what's around you, but this could also be the eye of protection. So protection of self, or it could be, I suppose it could also represent evil eye, or it could represent my own intuition and seeing. So trusting my intuition on what's going on. So I do need to go to my drive to look up a PDF for this. So you're probably not going to see it all, but I'll try and do this. Just need to wait for it to load. So we have 10. Omniscience, knowledge, vigilance, honesty, bearing witness. So vigilance feels like knowledge, unknown. Let's see what the sun says. Life, power, energy, mental clarity, friendship. So the unknown, so we have clarity and knowledge. And my stick. Branching out on your own, maybe a representation of power or abuse. Branching out on your own. Okay, what do I branch out on my own with? The unknown. So what it's telling me is that could be a magic wand, couldn't it? What if this is about magical intention to bring in prosperity? Having your own power. That's power as well. Sitting in your own power to bring in clarity. Knowledge, maybe. Clarity brings knowledge. Sitting in your own power brings clarity and knowledge. For the unknown, in a balance, what you resist persists. Wholeness and duality. I am terrible at sitting in my own power, though. I don't do it. When I first started out years ago, I used to spend 20 minutes every day, or 10 minutes every day at least, sitting in the power of quiet meditation, and I haven't done it for years. I don't resist it, I just don't make time for it. I call my morning card sitting in my power, but it's not really, honestly, if we talk about it in that sense. If we're talking about clearing energy, clearing deadwood, bringing in clean energy, then maybe that is exactly what I need to do. Interesting. I do love Patrick's words and decks. Just going to screenshot. Then what I can do is I can snip these down and I can put them into my journal. Okay. Okie dokie. I'm going to put those into my journal. I'll be back. Okay, so here we are. I have stuck them in and I have added a broom, which you probably spotted earlier, already onto my, so you can see it's a sticker that I've added. And I have kept the writing that I screenshot with each card rather than taking a picture of the cards for these. I've popped in these ones here, this one being my most prominent card. And for the moment, I've just put sitting in your own power will allow clarity and knowledge of self to shine through. And then I will continue to journal a little bit about that here. And we shall move on to the useful broom, creating a magic house to wash, cleanse the energy of the home from all negativities, washing woodwork, hard surfaces, including the floors. So I have some recipes here that I've put in and a little bit of garden sage in the corner there, so we can get going. The next one will be the viewing platform, so we'll have to see what we get for this one. Do I have a crafting thing for this one? I have 2 pages. What do we do? So this one's shadow work journaling. So we're still on the shadow side of things, and then we move into the more kind of fun elements of stuff. And I've put here on the intruder deterrent, because we're talking about creating aromas, incense, sigils and things to keep you at bay. Here it could simply be the wreath that I make and what I put on it and hang on the door that creates my item to keep intruders at bay. So there we are. Until the next one. I'll see you in part 2. Take care. Bye-bye.